get this, I'm telling you, this is what changed my life when I finally came to this realization. And that is, again, selling isn't everything, but everything is either enhanced or hindered by your ability or inability to sell. And some of you, you want to try to blame things on the business. You want to try to blame things on everything else. No, listen, if you open up this world of proper selling, my friend, it will change everything. I was talking to this pastor, and I mentioned to him, I just thought about something. I said, a pastor friend of his that I was preaching for, I pulled in to preach a revival, and I showed him a back office of that particular company I was working with at the time. And I said, 24 hours later, tomorrow, we're going to look back again, and we're going to see how much money I made in 24 hours. And we'll look back in there the next day. I said, no, Pastor. He said, wait a minute, that can't be. I said, no, I showed you yesterday, and I had you write it down, right? I said, so tell me how much I made. What's the difference? He said, well, based on what you had yesterday on the day, that means you made $22,000 in the last 24 hours. I was like, exactly. Now, how many of you think that pastor joined my business? How many of you think a bunch of people in the church joined my business? So one of the things I teach is this: facts only tell, but get this now, but testimonials and transformation sells. Ooh, wait a minute. I think I should say that again. I said facts only tell. Now, I don't say, I know people, you say facts tell, stories sell. I'm like, no, because too many people tell stories. No, we don't want you just telling some lies, some story. No, facts tell. Testimonials and transformations sell. That's what sells. Now, so a story that has a transformation in it, that's what sells, right? So facts only tell, but testimonials, they sell. When you give the benefits, they sell. So again, facts only tell. And too many of you just telling, and yeah, want, act like Charlie Brown, y'all, after a while, people, no. I want you to have the breakthrough like I had. I mean, again, I used to fight against this thing, and I was like, no, I don't want selling. I'm a minister. I just want to give. I just want to bless people. And then I found out that in the Bible, God blesses selling. I showed you that before. Proverbs 11:26, he that withholdeth the corn, the people shall curse him, but blessing shall be upon the head of him that selleth it. So let's delve into the selling here real quick. And if you get this, it'll change your life forever. So I say this every day. And remember, when I'm doing my daily attitude adjuster, by the way, guess what I'm doing? I'm selling myself on my success. See, I used to always sell myself that I was a failure. I used to always sell myself that I couldn't do things. By the way, who sold you on the idea that you can't sell? Who sold you on the idea that you're not good at selling? Because I was like, oh, I'm not good at it. Oh, no, and I don't want to do that. I don't like that. No, it wasn't selling I didn't like, is what I thought was selling. But what I thought was selling wasn't real selling. And I didn't like that, but that really wasn't selling. So it was a misnomer all the time. But I'm telling you, when you finally understand that selling isn't everything, but everything is either enhanced or hindered based on your ability or lack of ability to sell, then it would behoove you to say, you know what, let me up my game and learn this thing. And you got to understand the power of your words and verbiage. And so instead of saying I'm not good or I've never been good at sales, just say I'm not as good as I want to be, but I'm getting better. Come on now. I'm not as good as I want to be, but I'm getting better. And this right here, this phrase, this session, if you apply it, I promise you, you're going to get a breakthrough. So again, the right kind of people love to buy from me. And they even love to be sold by me because I only sell them what they want or need at a price agreeable to them with customer service that exceeds their expectations. The first part, the right kind of people love to buy from me. You see, if you haven't had folks, see, the wrong kind of person won't like buying from you. The wrong kind of person isn't open. The wrong kind of person has 10 million questions that lead to nowhere. The wrong kind of person is not even in your corner. See, again, you got to understand, see, you're programming your mind, get this now, to put your mind on a certain frequency that you start attracting what you say. See, Job 22:28 in the Bible says, thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee. In Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue. And so when you say, I'm not good at selling, I can't sell, now you're killing your sales. You're killing. No, bring life to it, my friend, and learn to say the right kind of people love to buy from me. What does that mean? That means if somebody's not buying from me, they're not the right kind of person. Because the right kind of people love to buy from me. Let me say it again. The right kind of person is going to love to buy from you. You have to make sure you find the right kind of person. Now, if a guy goes out, and some people erroneously say he's hunting for oysters, but he's really not, because when he cracks open the oyster, if he doesn't see something in there called a pearl, he just throws it off to the side and he goes and opens up another one. So he's not looking for oysters. No, he's looking for a pearl, but the pearl is found inside of the oyster. So he doesn't feel rejected because he cracks one open and there's no pearl. He just throws it to the side and said, that's not the one I'm looking for. Oh, did you hear me? That's not the one I'm looking for. See, here's one thing you have to understand, my friend. If you're going to be good at this and have a breakthrough in selling, you got to learn, I'm only looking for people that are looking for me. Oh, let me say it again. I'm only looking for people that are looking for me. I'm only looking for people that are looking for an opportunity. I'm only looking for people. So if you're not that one, you're not the one I'm looking for. Therefore, you can't reject me. I don't feel down. I don't feel, listen, as a matter of fact, when it comes to rejection, I used to always teach, I teach in my book, by the way, How to Build a Big Team Fast. I would always tell the folks on my team, hey, as soon as you get started, I'm going to give you 30 days. I'm gonna give you 30 days to get me 100 no's. And every time you get a no, I'm gonna pay you $1. So you're guaranteed in your first 30 days to at least make $100 if you just go get 100 no's. Now, here's what was happening. These people are like, wait a minute. If I get a no, I get $1, so I can get up to 100 of them. So I'm guaranteed to make at least $100 in my first 30 days. And guess what? They just started going after those no's. Now, all of a sudden, they started getting yeses. Why? Because here's what you have to understand. When you're afraid of getting no's, see, fear attracts the thing that you're afraid of, it will be attracted to you. So when you're afraid, that thing is attracted. So a lot of people are afraid of getting no's, so they get all these no's. Well, when I said, hey, I'll pay you for the first 30 days, $1 per no up to $100, your first 30 days, now they weren't afraid of getting no's. They were actually looking for the no's. And I said, now you got to get me a name at least, right? Give me a name of the person that said no to you. So I need a name and either a phone number or email address, or, but at least a name for sure. Well, because they weren't afraid of getting no's, they were actually looking for no's. It didn't matter to them. Some people started saying yes. And then they'd say, wait a minute, Doc, what I got to do to get more of these yeses? Because, you won't pay me $1 per no. That's okay. But the company is paying me, $15 for a yes, or 25 or 50 or 100 or whatever. I mean, I'm getting a lot of money on those yeses. And then I got to teach the people. So guess what, my friend? When they focused on getting no's, they started getting yeses. And when they got the yeses, they got so fired up and jacked up, they didn't even care about getting $1 for a no anymore. You see how that works? But here's what I'm saying, though, my friend. But you have got to learn that the right kind of people love to buy from you. So if you're around people that don't want to buy, that's not the right kind of person. That's not who you're looking for. So they can't reject you. Listen, my friend. And so it's like that oyster. When I crack something, when a man cracks it open, if that oyster doesn't have a pearl, then he's like, he don't feel. I was like, oh man, I'm no good. I'm no good at all. I just can't even find pearls. Man, all I do is find these deadbeat oysters with no pearls in them. This must be something wrong with me. It must be something wrong with this business model. It must be something. I don't just want to do this anymore. No. He's like, I'm not looking for an oyster. I'm looking for the pearl inside of the oyster. And this one doesn't have it. So that's not the one I'm looking for. So I'm just going to keep on looking. I'm even excited. And I'm telling you, my friend, when you learn to get this down and say this every day, and all of a sudden you become like a magnet and you start understanding that the right kind of people love to buy. They love to buy from you, right? So the right kind of people, they love to buy. As a matter of fact, let me put it in our again, changing the I to the we. So the right kind of people love to buy from us. And they even love to be sold by us, because we only sell them what they want or need at a price agreeable to them, along with customer service that exceeds their expectations. So the first part, again, the right kind of people love to buy. So again, my friend, you're in the deal, you bought it. So guess what? You got to find other people like you. Right? That's one of the things. So again, the right kind of people, they love to buy from me. And people ask me all the time, man, I just don't understand it. You can sign up so many people, you can recruit so many people. Listen, I tell you why. Because I'm becoming a magnet that's attracting the right kind of people. And again, I'm only looking for those who are looking for me. So if you got 10 million questions, you're not the one for me. If you got to think about it, pray about it for 2 weeks, and no, you're not the one. I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for the kind of person that can make up their mind, that can see an opportunity, that wants it and says yes. So guess what? I become like a magnet, because daily I say the right kind of people love to buy from me. Now, the second part, and they even love to be sold by me. Now, why does somebody go into a store? Think about this. You go inside of a store and the person says, could I help you? And what do we normally say? No, thank you. You know why? We don't want them to try to talk us into something. Now, why would you go into a shoe store unless you're planning on buying shoes? Why would you go into a grocery store unless you plan on buying groceries, right? So in other words, yes, we plan on it. We just don't want somebody to try to push us. See, that's the key. We don't want to be pushed. We don't want to be cajoled into something that we don't want. And isn't it amazing? You say, no, thank you, I'm fine. And when you finally find something you're interested in, you can't find anybody to help you. You're like, hey, no, I need some help. Where y'all at, right? But here's what I'm saying. So no. I used to say people love to buy, they hate to be sold. No. People love to be sold if you sell them what they want and what they need. Come on, somebody. So again, if you in your spirit, in your mind, you get this and you say this out loud and you believe this and you embrace this, that people love to buy from me and they love to be sold by me, right? So when I'm saying this, then when I'm meeting people, like somebody that I met yesterday, listen, it becomes easy because I've laid the foundation. I'm not this kind of guy like I used to be, walking around, well, I'm just no good. I hate selling. I don't want anything to do with it. No, man. No. Well, no, you're not going to do well. But when you understand in your mind and you set in your spirit that you become a magnet, because you say people love to buy from me and they love to be sold by me. And here it is, because I only love to sell them what they want or need. See, here's the problem, my friend. If people know you really care and people know you got a deal for them that's going to be good, is what they want and what they're looking for, it becomes a piece of cake. But see, you got to learn to work with human nature, not against it. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, human nature says, in other words, if you go after human nature, they run. If you set the trap, they come. Right? So part of the thing too is you have to learn not to speak too much. See, the more you say, this is human nature. The more you say, the less they want to hear. The less you say, the more you want to hear. The more they want to hear. The more you talk, the less they're interested. The more you ask them questions and you probe to find out, now you're pulling them in. It's kind of like the difference between hunting and fishing. If you're hunting, you got a gun and you're chasing after some stuff, trying to shoot it down, right? But no. Fishing is different. Fishing is you got a hook, right? But you know that fish is not just going to go on the hook, so you got to put some bait on it so that the fish is attracted to the bait. And when the fish grabs the bait, he's hooked. She's hooked. And so listen, my friend. So again, one of the things that I love is once I started, once I got this concept down and I started saying this and living this, it was amazing. Like I told you before, one company I was able to personally sponsor 988 people. And in 6.5 years, it blossomed into 1.5 million people. I was the international training director for that company. And so I helped the whole company have 2.2 million people altogether. And I had my product in the back office is one of the things that, and so it was easier for me also to market that. But what I'm saying is this: if you will commit to these concepts, to these principles, they will not just work on you. Oh, this is good. Write this down. They will not just work on you. They will work for you. Oh, that's good. In the chat, how do you want something to not just work on you, but you want it to work for you, right? Say, I want this to work on me as well as work for me in the chat. Matter of fact, let me do that. I want it to work on me as well as for me. Okay, in the chat, come on. I just led the way. So I want this to work on me as well as working for me. So when I say this, and when I believe this, and when I embrace this, that man, people, they just love to buy from me, right? The right kind of people. So if anybody doesn't love buying from me, they're not the right kind of people. And so listen, so the right kind of people, they love to buy from me. And they even love to be sold by me. Why? Because I'm only going to sell them what they want or what they need. So folks, that means you got to learn to probe. You got to learn to ask some questions. You can't just attack like a hunter going after attacking. No. You got to probe. You got to find out what interests them, what grabs their attention. You got to learn, my friend, to give, like I said to you when I work with companies, and maybe we'll teach on this before this thing's over, but we gather the benefits. The benefits, again, difference between a feature, what it does, a benefit, what it does for you, the transitional phrases, and what that means to you. So people are interested in the benefits, the transformation. That's what sells. So the right kind of people love to buy from me, and they even love to be sold by me because I only sell them what they want or need. Stop trying to sell people what you want to sell them. One guy says, man, what do you sell? I said, depends on what you want to buy. In other words, I only want to sell people what they want or need. And then here's the thing, at a price agreeable to them. So when you got the right kind of people, they'll love to buy from you. When you got the right kind of people, they'll love to be sold by you. But by the way, you got to be, come on now. Here we go. Let me. You got to be the right kind of person. You can't be this pessimistic, down in the mouth. Some of y'all, you bless your heart. Your words say one thing, but here's your music and your spirit. Here's what your music and your spirit says. You probably don't want to buy anything from me. You probably don't want to sign up with me. You probably want to sign up with somebody else. You probably want to, no. That's why we talked about irresistible offers. Man, I'm telling you, when I say people, like earlier this morning, people love to buy from me. The right kind of people love to buy from me. But guess what? I make sure I'm the right kind of person that they want to buy from. Ooh, there you go. I said, I make sure I'm the right kind of person that they want to buy from. Thus, I'm constantly growing. That's why, again, I applaud each and every one of you that have been on this challenge. Many of you some of you, it's just your first or second day. Others of you, you've been here 10 days or 15 days or 20 days. Some of you have been here. How many have been here all 25 days? In the chat, let me know. You've been here all 25 days. See, what's working? The reason we have this challenge is so you can become the right kind of person, so that the right kind of people will love to buy from you and they'll love to be sold by you, because you're only going to sell them what they want or need at a price agreeable to them. And here's the kicker: along with customer service that exceeds their expectations. See, the reason why, here's what happens. A lot of people, they sell something or sign somebody up on something, and then they're like, off to the next person. They just like, forget that. No, you got to have follow-up. The real work starts once they get started. You got to make yourself available. And as a matter of fact, one of the phrases that I use, the breakthrough phrase that I use that helps close more deals, is when I say something like this. I'll call out the name, and I'll say, Virginia, if I'm willing to dedicate part of my life to your success, or Peter, if I'm willing to dedicate part of my life to your success in this endeavor, would you allow me to empower you, or would you fight against me? Now, you can't just say that, you got to mean it. But again, Sandy, if I'm willing to dedicate part of my life to your success in this endeavor, would you allow me to empower you, or would you fight against me? Everybody in the chat, put down your answer. If I was saying that to you, saying, listen, if I'm willing to dedicate part of my life to your success, would you allow me to empower you, or would you fight against me? What's your answer? Well, of course. And so again, so you got to provide that customer service. Now again, the company has customer service, right? But you got to be the real customer service that they can come to, that you can guide them and point them to the right customer service, point them to where to answer, assist them, help them. See, and here's one of the things I learned from a guy back when I was young in the industry, and I think I was only making like 12 grand a month. This guy was making like 50 grand a month. And he said, whenever people sign up, tell them 3 things. And so I got something to write out with real quick. So I figured, hey, his pal's bigger than mine. Let me see. And he said, tell them, number 1, you made the right decision. Number 2, you can do this. And number 3, I will assist you. He says, I don't know why it works, but it just works. So guess what? I started doing it. I'm like, hey, I said, listen, 3 things. Number 1, Rhoda, you can do this. Number 2, Pastor Mandel, I will assist you. And number 3, watch this now. So number 1, you make the right decision, excuse me. Number 2, you can do this. And number 3, I'm here to assist and empower you. So folks, as I close, I'm telling you, this will change your life. So get it down. The right kind of people love to buy from me. And they even love to be sold by me, because I only sell them what they want or need at a price agreeable to them, with customer service that exceeds their expectations. So the first part, the right kind of people love to buy from me. And again, I've got to be the right kind of person to attract the right kind of people who want to buy from me. The second part, they even love to be sold by me. Why? Because of the third part, because I only sell them what they want or need. And the fourth part, at a price agreeable to them. The fifth part, along with customer service that exceeds their expectations. So simple, but yet so powerful, and yet so profound. These principles have allowed me to build huge teams, my friend. These principles have allowed me to sell so effectively. As a matter of fact, one company, I was a top income earner, and the owner and I would fly around the corporate jet. I've told the story before, I'm sure. I just want to hear it myself again. And he had written a book called Guaranteed Prospects, and he would always speak first, and I would speak, and he said, look, the guy you're about to hear from, he said, I got a book called Guaranteed Prospects. He said, everybody here needs to buy my book except the guy you're about to hear speak. He said, this guy can sell ice to Eskimo. He can recruit people at will. I'd get up and say, now, Mr. Jackson, thank you very much. Appreciate your kind words. But I don't think Eskimos need ice. But if they do need ice, I want them to get it from me first before they get it from Ali, right? I want them to get it from me. But number 2, I can't recruit people at will. I just listen, and I watch real well. And when I hear people talk about their struggles, and when I see the hard things they're going through, I simply, get this now, I simply show them my product, service, or system in light of its problem-solving capability. So I'm not really a salesperson per se. I'm more of a problem solver, a solution provider. However, when I help solve their problems, I get paid, and I deserve to get paid. See, in the Danish, the word deserve, D means from, serve, service, from service. Whenever I provide service, I now deserve to get paid. And so, my friend, I'm telling you, if you'll get this down, it'll change your life for the rest of your life. So again, the right kind of people love to buy from us. And they even love to be sold by us because we only sell them what they want or need at a price agreeable to them, along with customer service that exceeds their expectations. I need you to, I'm closing, Ali's going to come up here. I want you to write that in the chat. I know some of you have written it down. I hope you took a screenshot. I need you to type that in the chat right now. Start doing it right now, unless you're driving. If you're driving, or maybe you're exercising, right? But if you're sitting in front of a computer or you're sitting on your phone, just start typing this out, okay? This is, I need you to take action on this now. So again, just type it out. The right kind of people love to buy from me, and they even love to be sold by me, because I only sell them what they want or need at a price agreeable to them, along with customer service that exceeds their expectations. So your homework, your call to action is to write that down, get your phone, and then record it, your voice on your phone message, like your voice memos, or maybe you're kind of person you could even set up if you want to do it on video and have it written out where you can read it, but on the voice memo though, at least. And then I want you to listen. See, you could be listening to that while you're getting showered up. You could be listening to that. So I want you to get on again, get your voice memo. Okay, let's see here. So if you got an iPhone, just pull up your memo. And right here, I'll do it for you. Watch this. The right kind of person loves to buy from me, and they even love to be sold by me, because I only sell them what they want or need at a price agreeable to them, and along with customer service that exceeds their expectation. Again, the right kind of people love to buy from me, and they even love to be sold by me, because I only sell them what they want or need at a price agreeable to them, and with customer service that exceeds their expectations. Bam. A minute. No, that's 43 seconds. The right kind of person loves to buy from me, and they even love to be sold by me, because I only sell them what they want or need at a price agreeable to them, and along with customer service that exceeds their expectation. Bam. Again, the right kind of people. So again, so write it and then say it and then listen to it and watch what happens. Hey, God bless you. I believe in you. Stop selling yourself short. And who sold you on the idea you can't sell? Sell yourself that you can sell. Sell yourself. You will be successful. And the reason I do that daily attitude adjuster, I'm selling myself that I can succeed. And then we did it here together as a group because I want you to be sold that you can succeed. God bless you. Thank you. Ali, take it away.
How amazing was that, ladies and gentlemen? Doesn't it change your relationship with the idea of sales? Doesn't it change